Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Christie's Divine Design Tarot, and today we're doing a reading for. Now, the only reason I'm doing this reading is because there was some footage of, I don't know, I just what this the Met Gala or one of the events that they had for the celebrities, and I don't know if y'all saw the footage of Selena seeing Justin and Justin seeing Selena, and yeah, there was a clear message there that she did not want anything to do with him. In fact, I believe she booked it out of there. But the look that they shared and the fact that there's so much feelings there, I'd like to kind of see what's going down on that. I feel like some stress is going through here, and I'm getting something about what is it? It's like something to do about religion, but it's like Mm, I'm not really sure, but it's like almost like not Scientology, but maybe something similar to that. But I feel like that might be not going like that anymore. Like it's almost like it's there and then it stops abruptly, like it's no longer in their life or his life or I don't know. I don't even know if his wife was maybe part of that. I don't know. I'm kind of getting something about a church. Money flows to me effortlessly. Yes, he's very talented. Justin is. And let's see, stay positive, trust your inner wisdom and feelings, and take positive action. Then we have there is always a back door. Now, you may have heard me say that before. There's always a will, there's always a way. If you really wanted to get out of something, there is a way of doing so. And that is just finding that back door and getting away from that. And sometimes you need help, sometimes, take what you need to do it if it's, especially if it's no good for you. You have a new true love coming in for you. Be ready. Oh, so Selena and Justin, we're going to see what's going on here. So, what else do we have coming through? Rebuilding your confidence with self-love. That's always good. And we have find out what that item you found means spiritually. And bride and groom wedding is in your future. Wow. So this may be Selena. This could have already happened. This could be Justin. So we're kind of going with I'm getting some past things here with that church thing. It's like it's no longer there anymore. Um, the kinder you are to people, the more blessings you shall receive. Open to receiving. So I feel like they have the idea of what this means. Um, it's like I feel like some of this is already started. Um, like the bride and groom, I feel like that may have been Justin's wedding. The money flows to him effortlessly because he's very talented, and so is Selena. Stay positive. I feel like this is Selena going on her self love journey, which is her confidence. I feel like she's getting her confidence back and she is figuring out who she is. I feel like she knows that she can't find happiness outside herself, that she has to um, find that within. And maybe there's a new true love coming for her. Maybe she's in it now, or I still feel like there's a lot of feelings there. Yeah, Page of Swords, wanting to communicate. I'm gonna put Justin here and Selena here. I'm gonna put this in the middle because I didn't really clarify which was what beforehand. So there is watching each other or looking for one another, especially in a crowd, like the gala kind of thing. So it's like, um, okay, Three of Pentacles. All right, so kind of, I feel like he may feel really alone right now. I feel like even though he has his wife, it's a separate thing here going on. I feel like he's a little bit alone. He's maybe not having that team player kind of feelings towards his wife, or doesn't feel like there's some type of team player here, maybe with Selena. So let's see. All right, Seven of Pentacles, wanting to invest, and we kind of know, maybe in his wife, but just by that look at that gala, it's like, wow, I just watched that just the other day, and it's just so evident that they're um, sending each other messages, of course, by their actions, and you can see that he feels bad that he didn't, he wants forgiveness, I'm sure. And when she gets to that point in her journey of self-love, she will be able to wish him well, I feel. Yeah, wanting to rebuild something here with her, having a blessing, that new relationship, wanting that with her. I feel like there was a lot going on between these two at once upon a time. And I feel like it hasn't really changed. Now, she's looking at him. She sees him as very attractive, but it's on the fence. It could go good, bad, or the ugly. I mean, and in some ways, it already has. He married someone else. So let's see. King of Wands, what is she thinking about the King of Wands? Justin. I feel like it's Justin. They're both crossing about their teamwork. I feel like you may even want to collaborate with her on something, but I feel like that could be a little ways away from that ever happening. There has to be some type of forgiveness between the two. Yeah, trying to balance things out in her mind or her soul. Let's see. Yeah, judgment. Making a judgment call, and I feel like she found that back door, and I feel like she's better for it in a lot of ways of her confidence and self-love and realizing her worth. And I feel like he may be feeling bad about that. Yeah, look at this. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups. This is that contentment, that Nine of Cups is that wanting to be single, getting those wish fulfillments, that sense of well-being and balance, and that tower there. This is like everything is changed here. And I feel like this may be affecting him quite a bit. Oh my God. I just about dumped the whole thing on the floor. It was crazy. Okay. All right, so there's obviously some major tower coming through here with messing with my cards like that. It's like all landed in my lap. So it may be all coming crashing down on him, and it's landing all in his lap because maybe there was somebody that needed to take responsibility for what they did. And yeah, Four of Cups, yeah, just really dissatisfied with what has gone on in his life. So let's see what their energy is between the two. I feel like they they still have that thing between them, but it's just their um yeah, look at that. They want to communicate. There's two communication cards here. Um Either he wants to communicate with her or she wants to do it too, and it's maybe there's things that are left unsaid. Okay, that hit. You have a new true love coming in for you. Be ready. What do we got here? Oh, justice in reverse. Okay. So somebody's avoiding accountability here, and this is maybe what she's feeling. I feel like maybe she's found something of an item or has come across something that means something to her, possibly about Justin, bringing these energies back in together here. And with that justice, feeling like he's avoiding this accountability and something's unfair here, um, feeling like being played. And I feel like those feelings are still there, needing to still, I feel like, work through those, so she's well on her way. So I'm not really sure where she is in her journey, but I know she's doing her self-love, her self-worth. There may be other things that she needs to overcome, like dropping the baggage and having that sense of forgiveness and realizing that we're here for a reason. So she's working on her financial independence here. She has that material security. She's got her wealth. She's rewarding. She's getting rewarded. And one more, Ten of Swords. I feel like anytime she sees him, that may trigger her to feel that Ten of Swords, being betrayed by him, having those things happen where it's like, you ended it with me. You're is pointing the fingers here is what I'm getting here instead of looking at it and learning the lessons about self. And this may be the karma coming through here where they're both realizing that pointing the fingers isn't going to change anything, feeling better about self by letting those things go. So let's see what we have here about, how about in the middle here? What are they feeling as a combined energy when it comes to one another? We might get more than one card here. Oh, Hierophant. Yeah, it has something to do with the marriage to that Justin married. I can't even think of her name right now. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why, but I am. All right, so it all has to stem around him getting married. Now, maybe he asked her and then turned around and asked his wife. Yeah. And I think I heard something about him feeling, oh, look at this. It landed here on the Page of Cups, and it's kind of cockeyed because I feel like there's still a lot of love here. And this one landed on Justin. Two of Swords. Not having a choice is kind of what I'm getting here. But it is that anxiety and didn't feel like there was any right choice at this point. And maybe even the truth is being revealed to him. I really feel like he felt it when the paparazzis caught that exchange between the two when they saw each other across the room. So I feel like that was a big uh, a big sign for him. Uh, about how she is still maybe feeling about this whole situation. It still hurts. So I still feel like there's obviously a lot of love here. I feel like they needed to heal things between themselves. They were pretty young when they first got together. So really, I mean, we learn when we're young, we make mistakes. But if we're going to keep making those mistakes on purpose, that's a whole different thing. But I mean, I believe people deserve second chances. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, no. And depending on what's gone on, I mean, there may not be any way of going back here. Let's see, what's the lovers? Tell me about the love. Tell me about the love. Okay, temperance. All right, so I feel like with this is kind of saying we put the brakes on this adventure between the two. There's no more harmony or peace between the two of them. They're both doing their individual life purpose. However, they may have, their journey may have included both people in this. And there's just conflict, there's delays and stress between the two of them. So, maybe even some impatience here about maybe having this resolved or getting past a certain point, right? So let's do three more cards on each and see what comes through. Tell me about Justin and how he feels about Selena still. Is there any other feelings here, which we kind of already know, but let's confirm. What are the feelings here between the two? Okay, there's a couple here. And one more. Oh, oh my. You see what I'm saying? Like, dang, that went on the floor. Hang on, guys. Okay. All right. Ouch, shit, that hurt. My toe. Okay. So we got the Hermit was on the floor here, and this is came crashing through. This one went flying with the Eight of Wands, and it's crossing. And then we have three other cards that still came out for him. So let's have a look at this one as well. Okay, Five of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. Okay. I feel like he feels a certain type of way if she's with someone else. I feel like with the Five of Swords here, wishing that conflict was done with the Six of Swords. I mean, seeing that she's moving on, I feel like he may be trying to move on as well. And with the Eight of Wands here, with crossing here, wanting that breakthrough or that progress between the two of them. There may have been broken promises here as well. And we have that Hermit in reverse. Like, this is kind of telling me that wanting to isolate or feeling that rejection over and over again every time their eyes meet, there's that silent communication there of just how much disdain she may have for him. And he's really feeling it. So this may be his karma at this point playing out for him. Let's see about her. Like, give me three cards, please, and don't fly them on the floor, please, Spirit. I know you're trying to tell me something here with all these cards going everywhere, but all right. Page of Pentacles. So, growing her money independently, learning a few things maybe about herself, being diligent and grounded, and trying to stay in that confidence and self-love for herself. Let's see what else comes in here. Six of Cups. So that longing for the past person is still there. Okay, regardless if there's new love coming in for her or not, there's still some past longing here. Knight of Wands, yeah, I feel like it was like it might be a thing now, worrying about if she does come back, maybe her boundaries when it comes to him may be crossed by him with that Knight of Wands, that swaggy kind of here for a good time, not a long time, instead of that inspirational action like it should be, and that adventure that they were both on at one point, and that passion. But I feel like she may look at this a little differently now than what she used to when it came to him. Let's see here. The World. Yeah, I feel like she may feel like this is the end. This is a completion of a cycle. Trying to get into that happier, right path, tying up all those loose ends, and sending him a definite message that yeah, you fucked up. To put it bluntly, I'm not gonna, sugarcoat it. It is what it is, and this cycle has ended. Oh, we got an extra one here. Eight of Cups, walking away. So abandoning it. It was an unhealthy situation back then, and she did need to escape it, which has shown a lot of growth here, knowing her self-worth and that she's putting up boundaries. And will they ever maybe get back together later on down the road when they are past all of this? Let's see. Tell me what I need to know. I feel like, oh, you just about went over Seven of Cups in reverse here. I feel like he doesn't want anyone else. There's a confession here. Knows he was caught. It's on his conscience. He's in a lot of regret here. And I feel like later on, this may be a confession that he gives to her. If he can ever get close to her enough to talk with her, yeah, about this broken heart. So I feel like feeling really bad about breaking her heart and wanting to express just that, even if it's just to say, have those last words of, I'm sorry, I'm going to wish you well. I hope, your happiness is there, even if it's not with me kind of yeah he still sees her as a sweetheart no matter how she's come across And I feel like she's always going to be maybe his first love or his sweetheart. So, um, give me three more cards on this. What happens after this confession? Wow, did you see that flip out like that? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it's crossing, and that's kind of telling me there's still that nurturing there, that material success coming through here that she's building for herself, and maybe that he's wanting to build in on that, trying to be practical. Maybe sees her as very practical and reliable. I feel like and successful. I mean, but nurturing, still having that nurturing, very um, kind of determined energy is kind of what I'm getting. High energy. Oh, okay. You have a new true love. Be ready, your Four of Pentacles. Now he's hanging under her, and I feel like this may be it's almost like you know how there's sometimes double standards. I can marry, but you cannot. You know, double standards, you know, I can't handle watching you move on. Even though in his mind he's already moved on, or in her mind, he's already moved on. She has that same right to move forward on her own, but they're still hanging on to one another, or, well, this is combined energy, so I'm going to say that he's hanging on to her, not really wanting her to have anybody else, wanting to have her for himself. I feel like in every which way, Justin's wife is, I still can't think of her name. Justin's wife is kind of always tried to come between these two. I'm almost feeling like a past life here of this happens every lifetime between these two. Do they ever come together, or is this going to be a lesson where where Justin's going to have to do another lifetime and try to have this come together and stay together without that other person getting in the way? So, yeah, King of Swords needing to cut her out of his life, but never did, and didn't have boundaries of his own by the looks of it. Oh, yeah, look at this. Wow, so many cards came flying out again. We have the Emperor and the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. I feel like the King of Pentacles could be someone else, or this could be Justin, and this could be uh, Selena, because I feel like she may be in taking charge of her own life, being in that masculine energy, and being defiant about her boundaries. Look, I have boundaries, you know, and she's going to use her intuition. There's individual success here. So it may end up being successful, maybe later on down the road. It's hard to say here with these cards. I'm kind of wanting to take care of her. And with that Two of Wands, it's like, um, it's very dissatisfied in what he might be in right now. Do I stay? Do I go? Greener pastures here, kind of thing. Um, Seeing that road down to a different path, or two paths to go down. And with the high priestess here, this is kind of saying that secret romance is kind of what I'm getting here, and it may be with someone else that nobody seems to know about when it comes to her, or there's two people that want to have her, or these two could be that they're gonna maybe just be on their own. Somebody's using their intuition here, and I feel like it is Selena. What does their intuition say here when it comes to this? When it gets to this point, and there's a confession, the moon. Okay. So I get here with Selena that she's kind of feeling unsure all about this. There may be some inner conflict, or feeling like this is some type of illusion. Maybe even wanting to uncover some truths here. And that confession I'm getting reflected on, may have needed to reflect on. Let's see what his intuition is saying about her. Knight of Swords, fighting for this. I feel like he really does want to fight for this. And right now, he's not in that space right now. Maybe later on in their life, they may end up patching things up, at least on a friendship level. So what's going to happen overall at the end of whatever this is? Ten of Pentacles, a legacy. They may end up maybe collaborating with each other. There'll be some emotional harmony between the two, which is very nice. Um, and they may be having that generational wealth that they're building. Now, from what I feel, there's more to this right now. And what am I getting here? I'm getting this ones. No, I'm gonna get these ones. That's why I brought these ones out. Okay, so I was kind of getting with this, from what I understand, Justin wants to be a dad, and his wife doesn't want to have children. So let's just see when it comes to Justin and having children, what is that gonna be like here? Oh, it's crossing. Friendship. So he may even be just wanting to have friendship between the two. And let's see here. Tell me about children for him. Oh, another crossing. Boundaries. So I feel like he's still thinking about her, not even about children. Well, he's thinking about children, but I don't know if it's with his wife. Let's see. Healing and psychic abilities. I feel like she might read him like a book. And I'm getting kind of, now was that, I think that was up and down. So I might be wrong, but I'm going to put him that way. I'm getting called to. Now, realizing there's boundaries, maybe even just trying for a friendship with her, wanting to heal things, and feeling pretty naked. When it comes to her, that she's seeing, she knows him enough to see through some of the things. Yeah, he's wanting her to trust him again, and I feel like that might be a big issue here. Tell me about Selena's side here. I feel like he does want children, and I think that's going to be a problem. Empowerment, and she is definitely working on self. Let's see about children for her. Does she want children? I feel like she wants children. I don't feel like that's a problem for her. Home, life purpose, freedom, and strength. I'm kind of getting here that she's working on herself, her own thing here. Um, but when it comes to this, I feel like she'll be empowered enough to maybe have that happen here. Tell me about the crossings here. Tell me about the boundaries, friendship, and empowerment. Well, I feel like they might come together as a talent thing to say that they're friends and maybe sing together one more time or at some type of level here. Now, I feel like, hmm, I feel like she's got the freedom to choose what she wants. She's got the mental capacity to do so. The life purpose here she's on, and I feel like she just wants to have that loving, caring home. And to have a home, it's one thing to have a house, but without a family in it, it's not really a home. Confidence, yeah, that confidence is really big here. I feel like she really took a confidence hit. She didn't feel like she was enough because maybe there was some stepping out here. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was. Yeah, that truth maybe hasn't come through, or she's not really sure what the truth is when it comes. There's lies. So let's see here. Tell me about the baby. I want to know if there's any babies coming. Spirit guides. Okay, so I'm kind of getting okay, there's passion, spirit guides. Give me one more. And happiness. I feel like that passion to have a child is there. There was lies here. That legacy card kind of is saying that, I'm not really sure what that's telling me here. New beginning. So they may end up having a new beginning here, where at least in friendship, if nothing else, tell me what the intuition is saying about this new beginning. Grieving that loss. I feel like he's still grieving that, wanting that new beginning. And what about her? She might be manifesting her own things right now. Let's crack the deck on her. Animals, yeah, she's got, maybe she loves animals. She may have a few of her own. Ooh, I got inspiration, and there was one other one there. I can get down to it. Justice. I'm not sure that was the card. I think it was, oh, maybe not. Love. Okay. So, loving animals, loving herself, inner life purpose, manifesting love possibly here. And justice coming in. I feel like that is that dharma coming in for her. Justin is getting his I feel like they both had a lesson to learn here. One was that she was getting taken advantage of with not having her boundaries up, not having that self-confidence, and I feel like that was a big hit on her part. For him stepping out, maybe she felt like she was not enough for him. And I feel like that was a big thing here. And then, of course, um, with Justin, he's feeling the burn now because of her walking away, and that is his karma. And then she also has karma as well because he goes off and gets married. And I feel like that is something that she's really having a hard time coping with, and wondering just how much was going on behind her back, and it's like a trigger here. So eventually she will get past this. They will maybe become friendships, have a new beginning together where there is love here, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to come back together. Let's crack the deck on him. Prosperity and travel. So, oh, and passion. So, oh, compassion. So I feel like he may want some compassion from her. And this is just maybe who he is. I mean, you think about it, he grew up as a star, and there was a lot of people pulling on his attention, and he was a celebrity at a young age. So was she, both trying to make it. I feel like a lot of support between the two with the families, and I feel like families was huge for both of them. And I'm not so sure that is what is going on with him and his wife. I feel like that may not happen with her. So we'll see what happens. I did have secret romance going on here. So do they have something afterwards? Do they get divorced? We'll find out another time, but I just wanted to touch on that because of that um, major lesson that was so public that the paparazzi witnessed and actually taped, where that they both saw each other from across the room at a gala or whatever it was at the time. I can't remember the event. And it was clear as day, very uncomfortable for her, and running right away. She was just booking it out of there kind of thing, or going somewhere else, or getting away from that awkward situation, but yet giving him a message like, you messed up bad, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and didn't, and trying to find that happiness outside himself through other means. And I feel like there's a whole bunch of things that need to happen here before any of this really kind of changes, right? So, anyhow, this is what I have for those two. I do want to do an astrology. I love these cards. These are one of my favorite decks that I got. I really do enjoy these. I love astrology and numerology and the tarot, of course. So let's see what's going on here. Mercury retrograde intervention or reinvention, sorry. Um, yeah, I do feel like he's definitely having that. He may even be having problems at home. Yeah, look at endings and beginnings. There's going to be a change here with the number five. What that means could be somebody coming in for her, or it could mean there's a breakup between Justin and his wife. Ah, there's that escape to number nine. So what is coming through here? I want to see. We have three cards. Missing her so much. Sensing, okay, and then communicating. So they may be twin flames here. They may even have telepathy, and I feel like they may be able to read each other's body language quite well. Uh, him knowing that she's very upset still, and of course, that awkwardness between the two because of all the feelings and the betrayal. And yeah, anyhow, things will change eventually, but it will take a while. I feel like it may not happen right away, but it will happen eventually, where there at least be friends. So, or at least be no awkwardness between, or maybe even talking or communicating. So there was a lot of communication here in the combined energies, maybe wanting to say their piece from however they're feeling of what's happened. On her side, I can feel like that contempt towards him. You did this, and pointing fingers, and you don't know how I felt about that. And then you went off and got married after you asked me to marry you. You didn't give me the time to heal myself. You didn't give me the chance to get over anything. And then you took off and married someone else. You can't possibly love me like I thought you did. And then on his side, it's like feeling like he needed somebody. She rejected him, and so someone else was there, and he ends up asking her. And even in his own words, I think I saw something about feeling like it was orchestrated for him to marry his wife in some fashion, almost tricked into it. So it's like um, he's feeling like a bit of a victim for getting, he feels played on that end of it, yet feeling so terrible and regretful when it comes to Selena. So it's a mess, to say it bluntly. What's his intuition saying about Selena? First house, the body. So I feel like with the seven, this is that reflecting on their journey, assessing things and analyzing things, trying to move ahead. Although this is something that is an ongoing thing for him. I feel like he maybe thinks about this an awful lot more than she realizes. And what about her? Second house and owning. She may have felt like he was very possessive, or like he owned her, or feels like he owns her, that he may feel like he owns her, that's where that he can do it, but you can't kind of thing, like that double standard kind of thing. So I'm kind of feeling that there as well. So let's just see about, yeah, being kinder is going to make a big difference here, and it's going to bring things in. Getting over it, not pointing fingers, and learning things about themselves. She definitely learned about her self-worth. She also learned about her boundaries. She's also learned, I'm sure, a lot about herself and how mentally strong she is for getting through such, well, in her eyes, such a betrayal with the marriage to someone else. So I feel like they both maybe are feeling some kind of way and needing to talk it through so they can, as long as it's not a back and forth kind of thing. I feel like if they had the chance to actually sit down and have an honest conversation in a mature way, I feel like they could really resolve a few issues and then go their separate ways and be done with that, instead of having this back and forth kind of thing, and those awkward moments. So let's crack the deck here. She lets me cheat. It's an open relationship. She may be cheating on him. He may be stepping out on her. It's hard to say. I mean, Yeah, I kind of feel like that may have been orchestrated, you know. So, and maybe that was in the past. Okay, and let's see. Pregnant, you or someone else, third party. So he may get someone else pregnant, or maybe Selena. So there's that secret romance going on here. But it may be after if he does it right, he will get divorced before he even tries to come over to Selena. And if that's not in the cards here, I feel like the secret romance won't happen unless that happens. I feel like she knows what she's worth and what she's entitled to have when it comes to love, and she's not going to settle for anything less than. And I feel like if he was to step up and have those shoes to be able to walk over to her in a way, he would have to do that right, and he'd have to be wearing the right shoes, you know, where he's thinking differently about relationships, about that respecting one another, and this double standard thing. No, no longer. Like, whatever's good for you is good for me. So if you don't want me to do that to you, then don't do that to me, kind of attitude. But not that that's going to happen, you know. If you do it, I'm going to do it. No, that's just revengeful. But I feel like it is that having that same respect for one another. um, how would you feel if I did that to you? Well, he would probably never talk to her again. You know what I mean? But yet she took him back over and over and over again, or was it kind of not sure what was going on or felt played? Okay. So it's like, yeah, it's a big mess. But I feel like things are going to change here. Let's see, what do we got here? Comfort zone. Confront that negativity and push yourself to embrace positivity. And I feel like that is a big thing here, where getting out of that negative and pessimistic energy and letting that go and moving forward in a way of a positive mindset. And I feel like that is kind of where she may be needing or struggling on needing to overcome that. And even for him, I feel like he feels so bad right now. Yeah, I mean, it was written all over his face when you see that video. So if you haven't seen it, you need to see it because it speaks volumes, right? Oh, there's confirmation. All right, you guys, I've rambled on a little bit more here. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already. And if you'd like to donate, you can. There is a description box below that has the ... more on it. You click that and it opens up to a PayPal account. There's also credit card and debit card if you'd like to donate. Also the super thanks, and I will be going live soon. I've been feeling a little under the weather, so I'm gonna take maybe a couple days for me to try to get back up to par here. So anyhow, thank you all for everything. Just watching the videos certainly helps, but that subscribe, if you don't want to donate or you don't want to, well, at least like, that would be nice. But the subscription would really help for the ongoing, help or the ongoing support that I'm looking for. So you guys are awesome. Remember to share the content and stuff, because that will definitely get things going where more people will see the messages or see these kinds of celebrity readings. Oh, anyhow, you guys take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.